Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome once again. Today is our sixth day in the brooding phase. You're welcome to King's Choice Livestock and Harvest. We're happy to have you once again on our channel. Remember all we have been going through since the past 5 days. Today is the sixth day of our brooding section in broiler production. So today we are preparing the birds to getting their first vaccination. So we're going to give them Lasota vaccine tomorrow. So we are preparing them for that today. So we are going to give them fresh water, 100% fresh water today in preparation for this vaccine. So this is our 100% fresh water. We're giving them fresh water today in preparation for their vaccine tomorrow. And here they are, 6 day old. 6 day old. You can see their wings are coming out. Development is taking place gradually.
Thank you for watching that video on our day 6 brooding phase on our broiler production at King's Choice Livestock and Harvest. Thank you once again, my viewers. I'm very glad you are learning something, and I believe we can all learn together in this channel. Okay, quickly let me just remind us on what we have been doing for the past 6 days. During the first 6 days of broiler brooding, it is important to focus on the following practices. Number one is prepare your brood house. The brooder house must be clean. You disinfect, you prepare it, disinfect to make sure that there is no trace of any kind of germs and diseases in it. Then the second thing is maintaining an appropriate temperature for your broiler chicks. Remember, when the broiler arrives, you have to subject them to glucose. You give them glucose to help them gain strength after the stress of transportation and all that. So the next thing to consider, the next thing to have in mind is maintaining a temperature range of between 35 to 37 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So now, in maintaining this temperature, as the day goes by, you keep decreasing it. The temperature for the first day will be higher than the temperature for the second day. In other words, the temperature for the second day should be lower than the temperature for the first day. So as they age, you keep decreasing the temperature. The reason is because that temperature you are providing them is to help them maintain their body temperature, because they don't have any feeder. So as the day goes by, development takes place. They start growing feeders and can actually maintain their own temperature by themselves. So you keep reducing the temperature as the day goes by. Then the number 3 most important thing is selecting your bedding. Select your bedding. Most people use sawdust, anyone you feel you can be able to get. But I advise you use wood shaving that the birds cannot pick, because sometimes when they pick some of this sawdust, it will give them intestinal disease, cause problem for them in their intestine. So the number 14 is to provide them clean and fresh water in shallow waters to prevent drowning, because they are very tender. If you give them water in a very big water, it can drown them. So I advise you use the smallest drinker to give them water, and always make sure that their source of water is clean. Sometimes they may defecate into the water trough or the drinker. You always flush them out to make sure they have access to a fresh water. Then number 5 most important thing during this brooding phase is getting an adequate feed, a quality starter feed. I'm not going to mention any feed, but anyone you can lay your hands on, anyone that is available at your area, but make sure you are getting a good quality starter feed for your broiler, because these first 6 days of brooding is very, very important in their development. Any mistake in these first 6 days will affect them for the rest of their production days. So the number 6 most important thing is ensure adequate lighting for them for the first 24 hours and provide 23-hour light cycle. For the first 24 hours, provide 23-hour light cycle. So what I'm trying to say is this: when you feed them in the afternoon, even in the night, also make sure they have at least a dim light so that they can use it to feed during the night period. Then number 7 is maintain proper ventilation. Maintain proper ventilation. If your brooder house is not properly ventilated, you end up fighting so many diseases. You end up fighting with cough, you end up fighting with some other outbreaks like cocci outbreak and the rest of them, because if the place is not proper ventilated, the next thing is it will be damp, and a damp coop will enhance the germination of cocci egg. So make sure that your coop or your brood house is properly ventilated. Let there be a cross ventilation. Then monitor the chick behavior and their health signs. Monitor their behavior and their health signs. Maybe when you come in the morning to feed them, after giving them feed, you notice that maybe some chicks are not feeding well, some are just shy, they are shying away from the feed, then you know that there is something is wrong. So I would just like us to summarize these first 6 days with these notes, and in our subsequent videos we're going to go into details about some of the signs of poultry diseases that you look out for in your broiler production. So we're going to look at these diseases, we're going to look at their preventive measures, we're going to look at their symptoms, we're going to look at their treatment also. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for subsequent videos, and also help me to share this video. Thank you very much.